Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for y'all today. Trying to bounce back from last week. Shout out to Rambler for the $2 super chat. Plant is whack, G. Plant is whack. Plant ruined a lot of parlays. I'm gonna rant on Plant again. Really, that guy sucks, man. Caleb Plant sucks. God, Caleb Plant sucks. All right, guys. Before we get into that, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow 3D Boxing, 3D Boxing Blog, all forms of social media. The Boxing Bookie comes at you for every single major fight, so you how to consistently make money betting on the sport of boxing, guys. So join the Patreon. Link is in the description. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice. Join the Patreon. It gets a lock of the week. It gets you asked to bookie anything. It gets you access to the Discord where we do all the live betting, all the updated props. You guys get all of that for just $5 a month. Just $5 a month. So join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also pinned in the chat. It's also in that little ticker below. That's just $5 a month. Gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. After you guys do that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. Uh-oh. There it is. All right. Carnivalbar.com. It's a meal in your pockets. The world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces the meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right, let's get into today's show. And let me get through some of these first. Let's make that money. It's god dang right, Jets Johnny. That's god dang right. Let's make some money. This is my sentiment exactly, Havelock. F Plant is right. Big G, what up, Big Jab? Big Jab. It's a huge weekend. We gotta get off to a big start. 83, are you going to the Keyshawn card? If so, let's meet. For sure, I will be there. 100%. 100% I'm going to be there. Not sure if I'm going to be there Thursday or Friday yet. But I will absolutely be there. It's an easy week. This should be easy week. This should be easy. PBC is the worst promotion. It's not good anymore, Lee Van. No lies detected. PBC is not good anymore. Muscles in the house. Oh, Muscles, big weekend is right. Manny Pacquiao, Manny Pac-Man, the last send-off. I don't even think this fight should be sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Like, he's 46 years old. This is brutal. I don't even know what to say. This fight should not happen. What's good? What's good, GOAT? Yuri, Troy, Abdullah, Keyshawn, Junto. That sounds good to me. I mean, that looks good to me. I'm also interested in the Kelvin Davis fight. I don't have a book on the Kelvin Davis fight. June 7th, loaded with cards. Going to have a lot to choose from, 100%. It's going to be a good week. Going to be a big week. Greg Hackett said on his live that Plant had weak legs because he's been having sex with his wife and probably had... his wife is noticeably, I don't know if the answer is, his wife's noticeably pregnant. So obviously they had sex several months ago. I don't know if they're having sex up until the fight. And I don't think he'd be the first fighter to have sex with his wife or some other lady prior to a fight. I don't think that's the reason. Don't think Pac-Man can pull a Hopkins. No, not at 40. Absolutely not. You like Keyshawn by stoppage at plus? Probably Keyshawn by decision. Kel, about a 2-1 fave. Yeah, I'm not loving that. Like I'm like an Albright. I know, G. I was laughing too. You guys like Kel? I don't know, man. Albright's tough. Are you coming for Taylor Serrano 3? Maybe. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Early insight on Worldly versus. This is a tough one. I'm going to favor Fabio Worldly. I haven't gotten to the tape yet. I haven't gotten to. My first inkling is Fabio Worldly. But don't hold me to that just yet until the video drops. So that's a good segue. Let me get to it. So tonight I'm going to drop Pierce O'Leary and Liam Dillon. I'll have that for you guys tonight. That's a fairly easy fight to break down. I'll have that for you guys tonight. And then I'll break. And then tomorrow I'm probably going to get into the Keyshawn fight. So I'm going to bring you one Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm going to bring you a video all 5 of those days. And then I'll try to get you guys one more. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to be at the Keyshawn Davis fight. Not sure exactly what that's going to entail, what that's going to look like. But I will be at the Keyshawn Davis fight for sure. And then I'm going to bring you guys, I'm going to go live. I'm going to try to go live twice a day as much as possible. I'm going to try to go live twice a day every day as much as I can. I'll go live twice on Monday, twice on Tuesday, and then probably once on Wednesday. We'll bring it down. I'll try to go live 5-6 times before I leave. And then Thursday, Friday, I don't know when I'll be able to go live because I'm going to be in and out. But that's the week. So I'm going to try to bring you guys as much as I can Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm going to try to bring you guys as much as I can these next 4 days because Thursday, Friday, Saturday is kind of up in the air. But if you're in the Discord, I'll keep you guys up to date. If you're in the Patreon, I'll keep you guys up to date for sure. Hang on 1 second. I wanted to thank you guys one more time. Again, I had a record-breaking month, so I wanted to shout y'all out. Let me get the exact numbers. Views and watch time record. Views for the month of May. 122,653 views. That's a record. The previous record was like about half that, 63,029. So I went from 63,029 views in a month to 122,000. So shout out to y'all. I appreciate that. That's all y'all. Thank y'all so much. And the same thing for the total watch hours. Watch hours, I also set a record. I went from 1,523 watch hours, which was a record in April, to 2,229 and a half watch hours in May, which is obviously a record. So shout out to you guys. Appreciate you. This is all you. I'm so appreciative of you guys tuning in, staying loyal, checking me out every day. I truly do appreciate it. And I'm getting tremendous numbers every month now. Thank y'all so much. Prez Odsley. I haven't looked at it yet. I'll get to it today for sure. What up, Cedric? What up, Cedric? Yes, sir. He effed with everybody. He effed with everybody, Cedric. Cedric said, Plant effed me. He effed everybody. You're not alone, man. Yeah, DJ, no lies detected, my man. No lies detected. All right. I don't have. The first I want to look at the Pro Box book. Let me look at this real quick. Pro Boxing odds. I mean, hang on. All right. Let me share this with y'all. $5 super chat. Appreciate you. Heard Plant had a hand injury. If he did, you got to disclose this. If he had a legit hand injury, he's got to disclose this. If he doesn't have a legit hand injury, stop making excuses. Like Pacquiao was famous for this. Other guys have done this in the past. If you've got a legit injury, I'm not judging you. Whatever, it is what it is. I don't know. If you have a legit injury, you have a legit injury. But you got to stop this crap, right? Like, you got to disclose the injury. And that means the fight gets pushed back, the fight gets pushed back. But we're betting on this. We're gambling on this. Like, this information has to be disclosed before the fight. Appreciate that, Cedric. Appreciate that. That money is already lost. But I appreciate the super chat, of course. Rockets in the house. I took the over 5.5 on the Plant fight. Took over 3.5 rounds on Charlo. And Hernandez on the money line parlay hit. I was iffy about the Caleb fight. I avoided taking him. Yeah, I can't believe he lost. He lost to Amando Resendez. What are we even talking about? God dang it. Good hit though, man. Awesome hit. That's nice. That's a nice parlay there. Ryan Garcia said he had one hand. Yeah, hey, Garcia. Garcia said the same thing. Guys, like, I don't know. I don't know if I believe him. I don't know what to make of any of this. I don't know. Right? This sounds like horrible, crappy, no good excuses to me. I'm just saying. All right. I wanted to get into this. Not that. Open the wrong one. You guys are asking me about this fight. Mike Perez, Stephen Ward. Is this that cruiser? This is the first I'm hearing about this fight. This is on the Pierce O'Leary card. This is a hell of a fight. Is this at cruiser or is this at heavyweight? Let me see. It's got to be at cruiser, right? Or it could be at heavyweight. Is that cruiser? Yeah, it's at cruiserweight. I mean, my inkling is Perez, but Perez is 40 years old. My inkling is Perez, but he's 40. I'm probably not touching the Perez fight, just to put that out there. But my inkling is Perez. I'll try to break down the tape, but I don't like old, fat cruiserweights. These fighters need to be more active. It's ridiculous. Fight at least 3 times a year. The PBC guys basically fight once a year, if that. The PBC guys basically fight once a year to every year and a half. It's wild. I don't even know what to make of this. I agree. I don't know if I believe all of them. Everyone has a hand. Yeah, like if they have a hand injury, this has to be disclosed before the fight. How come this wasn't picked up during the physical? That's A. If you're just making excuses, stop it. Stop making sorry excuses. So just you're lost. Like, did it seem to anyone? I'm going to take a poll. That's going to be the poll question. Hang on. Having an injured hand during the fight. Did anyone notice Plant having an injured hand during the fight? All right, but this is what if you have an injured hand and it's seriously injured, where it's affecting your performance, right? Like, look, I get it. Caleb Plant's had a bunch of professional fights. He's been fighting since he's a little kid. I'm sure he's got wear and tear on his hands. That's not what we're talking about, right? Did he have an injury that was affecting his performance? A new injury that was untreated that he took into the ring that was affecting his performance. If he didn't have that, shut up about it already. If he did have that, why is he in the ring? Seriously, why is he in the ring if that's the case? You can't fight that way. I didn't notice him favoring any hand. I wasn't looking for it. Maybe I should go back and watch the fight again. I didn't see him favoring any hand. I didn't see him hampering it. I didn't see him not throwing it, right? I didn't see him grimacing when he did throw it. I didn't see anything that would indicate he had a hand injury. Usually, if someone has a hand injury, they favor it. It's quite noticeable, right? Because they're going to grimace. They're going to kind of pull their shots a little bit, right? Like when they connect, it hurts. I've had a hand injury. When you connect, it hurts. So you kind of pull your shots a little bit. You're going to not throw it as much. You're going to kind of make a face when you do throw it until it goes numb. I didn't see anything like that in a plant fight, but I also wasn't looking for it. But you guys vote. Let me know what you think. I don't want to sway the vote here, but you guys vote. Somebody said years ago, a hand injury is the easiest thing in boxing to lie about. Facts. It's understandable, though. I boxed myself and messed my... Yeah, for sure. No, and that's what I'm saying, DJ. Like, it's extremely possible he had a hand injury. So the question is, was it a pre-existing hand injury, right? Like that his hand was injured, and then he went into the fight with an injured hand. Like that's option A. Like he hurt his hand in training, went into the fight with the damaged hand. Option B is he hurt his hand during the fight. Did he hurt his hand during the fight? That's B. C, does he just have bad hands? Was there no new injury? And it's just from boxing and punching all your life, you've developed hand injuries. Like you have bad hands, right? Like there's no new injury, but I just have a lot of wear and tear. I have a lot of mileage on my hands from years and years of fighting. That's a possibility, right? Or D, is he lying? Did he just make the whole thing up? I say it's C. I say he's had hand injuries in the past. It's wear and tear. He's 32 years old. He's been using his hand probably since he's 10 years old. He's got bad hands. He's got wear and tear in his hands. Like that's kind of my guess. I don't know, but I didn't notice anything myself. He was using both hands perfectly fine from what I saw. I agree. The polls do not. No one saw anything. No one saw any injury. Guys, vote the poll if you have not already. Only thing I noticed was his punch output was low. His punch output was low, but it was low with both hands, right? So if I'm going to say his punch output was low, was it low with one hand? Was he not throwing one hand? Was he favoring one hand? Was he only jabbing? Did he switch southpaw and only fight with his right hand? No, he didn't do any of those things. I don't know. I didn't see anything that would indicate any injury to me. Hang on one second. BS Plant was exhausted. Yeah, good point. Oh no. I broke my mic. Hang on. Good Plant, Pablo. Did the broken hand make him exhausted? Was he exhausted from them? Excellent point, Pablo. Poor training camp. He underestimated Resendez. I agree with this. Like, if the hand was injured, I don't know if it was or it wasn't. It seems like it wasn't. Why did that cause him to be absolutely exhausted from the fifth round on? After the fourth round, I gave him the first 3 out of the 4 rounds. After the fourth round, I scored 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12, giving him only the 11th round. Only the 11th round. after the first 4 because he was exhausted. Didn't have anything to do with his punch output. Plant just got outclassed. I agree. Okay, dude, if you pick Resendez, I'll trust your opinion. I did. There you go, Adam. I can't confirm nor deny this, but you'd be 1 of 1 if you pick Resendez. He's just, I think we need to live it in the reality. We need to face facts. Caleb Plant sucks. $2 super chat. Thank you, Cedric. When picking the wrong opponent, it goes wrong. And it went terribly wrong. It went terribly wrong. When cherry picking goes wrong. You know, that was obviously a fight that was supposed to be tune-up fights for both Charlo and Plant. And Charlo's went swimmingly. Plant's was a disaster. But at least Caleb Plant had the decency to save us from a Plant-Charlo fight where half the people would have picked Plant because he could outbox him. If he can't keep Resendez off of him, Charlo's going to have a field day with him. Adam, nobody's right every time. You picked an upset. Congrats, champ. Yeah, congrats, Adam. Good for you. That's a good pick. That's a good hit, man. Plant might just stay gatekeeper now. Yeah. He's not good. Caleb Plant is not good. He's a one-dimensional guy. If he was strictly a pressure fighter, if he could only pressure, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But because he's a back foot guy who uses his movement and it looks better, it looks more appealing, it looks like he knows what he's doing, we give him more credit. He is nothing more than a glorified Eddie Hearn domestic level British guy. He can't fight coming forward. He can't fight in the pocket. He doesn't get knockouts, right? All he really does is fight off the back foot. He's not that much different than these guys that Eddie Hearn throws out there in his domestic level fights. He can fight off the back foot. He can move. That's it. That's all he can do. Can he do anything other than that? No. Can he fight? Can he fight in the pocket? No. Can he fight at the front foot? Can he walk you down? No. He can't do any of that. Can he fight on the inside? Can he make you miss on the inside? No. He can fight off the back foot. That's it. If you can cut the ring off on him or he begins to slow, you're going to have a field day with him. And that's what we saw from Armando Resendez. God dang. We did this yesterday in my poll. You guys voted. His best win was Anthony Durrell, who was like 37 years old. How old was Durrell when that happened? 37? Hang on, let me look it up. His best win is over 37-year-old Anthony Durrell. That's his best win of his career. Like, we've got to stop saying Caleb Plant is good at boxing. He's not. The fight was let's see, it was in 2022. He was 38 years old. He had just turned 38 years old when that fight happened. So Caleb Plant's best win was over 38-year-old Anthony Durrell. Minus 2,000 fights. That's the PBC special. Lee ain't wrong. Lee ain't wrong. PBC sucks. PBC was the king of boxing for about 4 or 5 years, and now it's dog water. They don't have a TV deal. They put out about 5 shows a year. PBC sucks. Can we really call PBC a major promotion anymore? Plant knew Resendez was good. He was being pretty cautious. That's how he fights, though. Like, that's how he fights. He didn't do anything differently. He couldn't adjust. He couldn't adapt. At a certain point, I would have said after the 7th round, after you lost 5, 6, 7, and now you're probably down in the cards 4-3, you got to make adjustments. You got to say, okay, I'm going to stop going backwards. I'm going to plant my feet, no pun intended, and I'm going to fight him. My skills are better than his skills. I'm going to outbox him in the mid-range. Where I can hit him with all my shots, he can hit me with all his shots, and now it comes down to whose skills are better, me or him. My skills are better. I'm going to beat him in the mid-range. Caleb Plant couldn't do that. Why? Because Caleb Plant sucks. That's why. Jab Zuda, congrats this. I don't know what's going on. Have a seat, my boy. Leave it. Excited about Nakatani and the Nishida fight. No one's going to look back down. I agree. Has PBC even signed new? No, PBC doesn't sign new talent anymore. They don't. They haven't signed anyone. Corbeil Morton, but he signed with Floyd, isn't he? He's not signed with PBC, if I'm correct on that. The Japanese guy came to fight. They always do. Resendez looked so small, bro. He did. Resendez looked like a 154-pounder out there, walking down and beating the dog crap out of Caleb Plant. On these cards, we need to consider one upset of the year. It happens. I mean, upsets of the year, upsets of the year. PBC is some straight, yeah, it is straight crap. I agree. Judo going to whoop Rashida, probably. I would imagine so. I think that's safe. Nishida, nice. I'm feeling the over. We'll see. I'll get to the tape of that. Plant my feet. I like Judo by stoppage. Judo by stoppage has been a safe bet. I'm going to get to all this in a second. Garrett is pissed at Caleb. I feel it, bro. A main event selling your parlay, especially. He cost me 2 parlays. Ain't no way you said Nishida is nice. He's one-dimensional. You know who else is one-dimensional? Caleb Plant. He's average. I guess he's talking about Shida. You don't know if 3D is picking a winner or a booger. They're both losers. Emmanuel Rodriguez would have be a one-dimensional boxer, my boy. Hey, whatever happened to Emmanuel Rodriguez? I was a fan. All right. Let me pull up the book. We'll wrap this up. I will be live again twice tomorrow for sure. All right. So far, what I have, Pierce O'Leary. Pierce O'Leary, I like. I don't have, all I have is a money line. He may get the stoppage here. Liam Dillon sucks. Liam Dillon is flat-footed, one-dimensional, comes about behind a high guard. Pierce O'Leary has enough power. He sits down on his shots. I like Pierce O'Leary here. You can add this to your parlay. But I would also look at Pierce O'Leary by stoppage, too. I would strongly consider Pierce O'Leary by stoppage. I like Fabio Wardley. We're going to get to that. Abdullah Mason is easy money. Right there, just off that little 3-leg, we're already at minus 233. That's not bad. And then we have Keyshawn at minus 800. We're at minus 400. I just need something to bring it down with now. If I can get this fight not to go the distance, Fabio and Justice Uni not to go the distance, I probably like that. All right, this is going to be a good week. I already got it down to minus 400 on 3 layups. Abdullah Mason, Pierce O'Leary, Keyshawn Davis. Bang, bang, bang. Money line, minus 400. It's going to be a good week, guys. This is going to be a good week. Then we have Nakatani, minus 227. It's going to be a good week. For sure, for sure. We're going to get a good week. This is going to be a good week. How am I watching Nakatani? Is it on ESPN? Hang on. Let me check that. Yeah. This is on ESPN. So that's good. We got something cooking here. 227. All right. This is going to be a good week, guys. It's going to be a good bounce back week. I appreciate everyone jumping on. I'm not in love with betting on Mike Perez. I'm really not. You guys can bet on him if you want. Let me get to some of these. Junto KO, I like it. Keyshawn KO. Kelvin Moneyline. This harried me. Keyshawn KO, I don't know about. De Los Santos is a real fighter. Calvin Davis, a money line. I don't know. I don't know. I got to get to the tape on that, but my inkling is Albright. Before I need to get to the tape, especially on Calvin Davis. I could definitely see Junto getting him later. I think Junto, off the top of my head, Junto probably gets a late stoppage. Gary, what do you think of Apataya? I think Apataya is phenomenal. I have questions about his durability and his chin. Breedis is real. I've always said Marius Breedis was one of the most, if not the most underrated fighter in boxing for a long time. Breedis was a real guy, right? Breedis gave him a real fight, a real dog fight, because Breedis is really good. Now, I'm a big fan of Jai Apataya. I think Jai Apataya is explosive. He's athletic. He's not the biggest guy, so I don't think he'll ever go to heavyweight. But as a cruiserweight, he's not that small. He's not that undersized. He's got good power. He's explosive. He's a really good boxer. Skilled, athletic. I like Jai Apataya. Abdul, I'm gonna go heavy on a stoppage. Yeah, if you can get a prop on a stoppage, does anyone have that? I don't have a prop on Abdullah yet. I just got a money line. But yeah, I would go heavy on that too. I think that's a good bet. Fanatics, I think, is paying better than FanDuel. Yeah, Abdullah, if you can get props on that, I would take. I agree, King. Abdullah definitely going to get the KO. It's a good bet if you can get it. Don't forget Troy Isley. We got Isley on the card too. Yeah, I don't have it on my book yet, but we're gonna have a good week. We're gonna get into what I don't have on my book at one of our shows tomorrow. But tomorrow's gonna be a really good show. Mike Perez is packing a glass chin. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable betting on that Mike Perez fight. Honestly, I'm definitely probably gonna lay off that Mike Perez action. It's a good weekend until somebody pulls a plant. Well said, Cedric. Well said. Did anyone have Abdullah stoppage and Abdullah? Just take it by stoppage, 1 to 5. I mean, 1 to 5 is possible. You guys know how I feel about Abdullah Mason. I think he's the best prospect in boxing. I think he's the best prospect in boxing since Bam Rodriguez was a prospect. You guys know I love Abdullah Mason. Perez by KO. Or he could get KO'd. Probably Mike Perez by KO. Where he's at on the odds that I've seen, I'd probably just take him on the money line. I wouldn't risk those decent odds with the methodology. Perez doesn't score the most knockouts. I know he's won a bunch of fights in a row by knockout. But it's mostly subpar competition the last few years he's faced. The fight with Marius Breedis was 8 years ago. Keep that in mind. But here's what we got. Perez, Stephen Ward. All right. I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Appreciate everyone. I will be live again tomorrow. 2 shows tomorrow. It is June 1st, 2025. From Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless. Really looking at the Keyshawn. Oh, let me check my poll real quick. Really looking forward to the Keyshawn fight. De Los Santos can really crack. Should be a good fight. I think Keyshawn's going to stay away. And that's why I'm kind of favoring Keyshawn by decision. But last time he fought in his hometown, he put on a show. He got rid of Gustavo Lemos, which I thought was going to give him a fight. He got rid of him like 2 rounds, I think it was. Let me check my poll real quick. 13% of y'all say he had 12% of y'all say he had an injured hand. All right, y'all. I'm gonna wrap. Appreciate y'all from Texas to the world, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.